What is good, YouTube? Quinway Basketball Analysis coming to y'all with that playoff reaction of the Milwaukee Bucks and Atlanta Hawks. The Hawks will go up 1-0, winning all three of the game ones in every single series, even though they had to play on the road. And they're young with really no playoff experience and got a new head coach that just got with them a couple months ago. But when I told y'all about my playoff prediction, they had to decide how they was going to contain Trae Young. Sadly, they had nothing. This man goes with 48 points, get his double-digit assists, and literally destroyed the Bucks. This man was out there playing with them, showboating, and just absolutely doing whatever he wanted to do, how he wanted to do it, and was having a blast at the same time. And I told y'all, they got to. Is they gonna give up the floater? Is they gonna give up the threes? Is they gonna make them play 1-on-1? Who they gonna put on them? Nothing they did worked the entire game, and you just can't have that happen. You supposed to be prepared. You supposed to be ready, and they did good against Trae Young the game Drew Holiday played against them in the regular season, but Trae Young was ready to go. I told you they had no way to slow him down or shut him up, and they didn't. They didn't. Trae Young was playing out there like he was at a home game. He was feeling it. He was doing his thing, and I ain't got nothing but love for him. But I still think the Bucks played a pretty good game offensively, better than what I seen them do against the Nets. Giannis was pretty good in his game, shooting only 2 threes, was more in the paint, made his free throws to a certain extent, and was basically able to do whatever he wanted to do. They have no body for Giannis, but Middleton, he was at home and he did not perform to the standard that he has set himself. Being an all-star, being $100 million player. He came up short multiple times in the fourth quarter. He's supposed to be that go-to guy in the fourth. He's supposed to be that closer, and they gave him several opportunities to get it done. He just didn't do it. And then Pat Connaughton had one of the most embarrassing shots, wide open, uncontested, practice shot three, and airball it nowhere near close to going in. And that was basically a deflating shot once we seen the results of it. And then Chris Middleton forces up a three, got a little room, felt it in rhythm, and shot it. Didn't really come close either. And the Hawks pull another comeback. I told you this team is going to keep fighting. They're going to trust their system. They're going to continue to play their game and play the way they want to play, and they're going to continue to do it. And the Bucks, they made some changes defensively. They put Middleton, Drew Holiday, and all these guys on Trae Young, and he was cooking all of them. And they really going to have to figure out, is they even going to trap them? And then people said put Giannis at center. Giannis at center would be better than Brook Lopez. I agree with everybody on that. You will lose the spacing because Giannis can't stretch the floor like Brook Lopez can. But Giannis is a superior defender, a superior rotation defender, help defender. He can cover more ground. He can contest better. And he also can rebound significantly better than Brook Lopez, who only had 2 rebounds that game, which is absolutely embarrassing when you look at the minutes he played and the fact that he is a legitimate 7-footer with real size. But you didn't see that. Clint Capella destroyed him on the boards, 19 rebounds, even had the offensive rebound that helped them gain the lead in the fourth quarter, and he was able to get it and finish it. That was pretty impressive, too, because he was crowded. John Collins was able to be a big factor, had his spots when he was amazing, had some highlight plays, made a big three that really kept the momentum in the favor of the Hawks, and they was ultimately able to pull off the comeback. So this Hawks team, they're young. They can shoot. They really can put you in some tough situations defensively, but that's what you expected. You know what the Hawks are running. You know what they're trying to do, and you know what Trae Young's trying to do. You should be ready for this. You should be prepared. And it looks like the Bucks have a lot of things they have to figure out, even though they came in heavy favorites to beat Atlanta. And Atlanta winning this game is important because even if they lose it, they can go back to Atlanta with home court advantage because they have 3 games left in Atlanta, and they feed off that crowd, as Trae Young be feeling it in Atlanta. But the Bucks didn't really show any real resiliency. I feel like the Hawks stayed within the game. They always was able to make runs. They always was able to get the shots that they wanted, whether they make them or not, is up, to the results of it going in. But other than that, I didn't really have a problem with what the Hawks did. Defensively, we never look at the Hawks as a defensive team, but I feel like their defense was decent, which is crazy to even think that way. Coming into the season, we thought they was one of the worst defensive teams, and after Nate McMillan came in, they looked smarter and more prepared offensively and very patient to get the looks that they want and force the defense into tough situations when they're defending certain guys. And then they also look better defensively. Their effort is there, the will is there, the communication is better, and they just look like a completely different team when Nate McMillan took over. And you know, for him to be struggling to get out of the first round the last couple years of his coaching career and to get to this point where you have a lead in the Eastern Conference Finals, where none of us thought that they could be in the conference finals. None probably even thought that they was going to beat Philly. A lot of people had them losing to New York, and for them to destroy New York the way they did and finish off Philly Game 7 in Philly, this team is dangerous. This is a team that you have to pay attention to. This is a team you have to respect. This is a team that's going to continue to come at you all game. And if you don't come prepared or if you don't know what you're doing, they can blow you out because they can literally hit anything. Danilo was huge, hitting threes and slowing down and, being patient. Kevin Herter was able to splash some big threes in. And then this team just looked so better than what I thought they would against the Bucks. I thought the Bucks had the athleticism. I thought the Bucks had the size. I thought the Bucks had, some big advantages on them offensively, and it looked like they was really going against a legitimate team. The Hawks never got rattled. They never got scared. They never got down too much. And even when they did, it just came right back. So this Hawks team is just as good as we've been thinking. This way, well, I should say the way the Hawks been playing so far, and since they got Nate McMillan, they are that good. It's not a fluke. It's not them beating bad teams. This team is legitimately good. This team is legitimately a finals caliber team. And if they continue to hum the way they've been on both ends of the court, the Bucks are going to have a lot of problems. And we seen them with the head right to the fire, and the Hawks pushed it. They say, you know what? We're done with y'all. And they literally burnt the Bucks. Now they just got to put them out and win the series. So I seen a lot of things I like from the Bucks. I seen a lot of things I like for the Hawks, but the Hawks look better. They literally look better in game one. And I'm not just saying that because they won. I'm just saying that a lot of the things they do well work also against the Bucks. And that was something that we had to see. But now it's something that we know because we just had the full game to watch. And the Bucks, I think they got to make some minor adjustments. And they really got to figure out what they're going to give up to Trae Young. And then it will just be on Nate McMillan to find out a way to counter it. But so far, the Hawks look potent. They look good. And they look like that offensive team that every team in the league struggled defending. And the Bucks will have to slow them down if they really want to, make it to the finals. This isn't just a garbage Hawks team that got lucky. This team is really, really good. And the Bucks got woke up yesterday because they lost already in this series. And if I'm the Hawks, I'm studying that film and I'm ready to go again because I feel like we can beat this team. That's how the Hawks should be feeling. That's how the Hawks played. And that's how the Hawks should be, getting ready to go in game 2. So the Bucks, they have to win this game. You don't want to go down 0-2 when you have home court advantage. And even though you lost it already by losing game 1, you can really take command of this series. We've seen the Philly go down 0-1, and then we seen them go up 2-1. But we'll see what the Bucks do. This is a exciting series. This is something that I'm looking forward to seeing, and I want to see how the Bucks play, and I want to see how they respond going into Game 2, as they have a lot of pressure on them. Because the Hawks, this is a real challenge for them. This is a real team, and we have to give them credit and respect for that. They didn't make it this far for nothing. Everything they've been doing, they still doing it, and they cooking people, and we have to give them their credit for that. Other than that, I'll be back later today with my Rick Carlisle video of him signing with Indiana. So look out for that. Other than that, see y'all later.